built by guys from Boomer to Dig. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Northwestern's offense will get the first swing of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking downfield, it's Stone. He's got him. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So Maryland's offense will have its first possession of the game. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
The give to the lone running back. There he goes! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Martin will throw it. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Farrell. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Farrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's got the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Stone. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Off play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Number 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Martin back to pass. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Terrapins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Martin will throw it. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Nice move to keep running.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coach.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Martin back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got room to work. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Martin will throw it. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Terrapins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets the back moving. Martin back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the running back. Finding open areas. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 40. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To throw, it's Stone. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Now on 2nd down. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Running to the left. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They push the lead to 4 here in the fourth.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Martin will throw it. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Stone. Got the back over the middle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's complete. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ray. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down. We got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save timeouts. And so we got to get that engine going here.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
It'll be 3rd and long. Martin back to pass. He caught it! Touchdown, Terrapins! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the left. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
It's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking to throw, it's Stone. Lets it fly. play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Northwestern! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Makes the score. Northwestern 17, Maryland 13.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Martin will throw it. Gets it out fast. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.